Yeah. So we've talked a lot about the front end of establishing that relationship. So I'm curious on the opposite end. Not all businesses are going to succeed, and then it comes time where, how do you handle those situations where you've established the relationship and now it's kind of a friend that you're like, they're late on payments, the business goes under, but contractually they're in a situation, how do you handle those situations? Those are difficult conversations for people to have, and they
Mhm.
don't go away with time. And I would love to hear what your insight is.
So I think just making clear that the relationship is as a friend and how can I help, and kind of take it away from the business side of things. I'm trying to think of an example, if I've had that happen recently. Um, so I've had some tenants who've had some issues with, um, basically once they get into a space, and I had helped them get into the space and I represent them with that, but basically it's supposed to be whenever that happens and that they sign the lease, now they're in a relationship with the landlord and they maybe don't need me so much. But if they come across anything where it's like, I'm having a hard time paying my rent, and then I just help them as much as I can and find resources for them. But I know I'm not going to get paid from any of that, but it's more about just keeping that relationship, I guess. Um, so I don't know that I'm in the same situation where it's not that they wouldn't be paying me necessarily, or that I would, have an issue where that business would kind of get in the way of that. And I just don't think with what I do that I would experience something on that level.
Gotcha. So you've never really been in a situation where you've done so much work to protect your brand. Do you feel that your brand is strong enough that you can handle, the relationships that you have with commercial real estate, the owners, that you're like, look, Nicole, we've had a couple bad ones. Is this something that you don't worry about because your brand is so strong now?
Well, but also too, it's a two-way street. And so if anybody ever said to me, like, this is not working out, then I don't take that personal, because there's enough groundwork laid that,
Gotcha.
we've had that communication along the way. And if they
Hmm.
aren't feeling like I'm doing the job that they want or expect, then, yeah, it's not that I don't worry about it, because everybody wants to make everyone happy, but I definitely, like I said, just keeping those lines of communication open the entire time is what's key. Because if I'm blindsided with something, then that means I wasn't doing my job.